Hey guys, my name is Adam. I'm a writer and a teacher, and I'm here to tell you 2 ways that you can make great characters when you're writing. The first way is to think of what your character's weakness is. That is the core to making a great character. If you know their weakness, you can decide what they're going to do, what actions they're going to take, and it's essentially going to drive your plot and make a great story. So for example, let's take Tony Stark, Iron Man. His major weakness, you might say, is that he is selfish and arrogant. His whole character arc over the course of many Marvel movies is such that he takes actions that, on the one hand, drive him because he's selfish and arrogant, but at the same time, he eventually realizes that he needs to take other actions that overcome that arrogance and that weakness. That kind of thing creates great empathy in the reader if you're writing about it, or in the viewer if you're filming it, and that is one thing that makes a great character, their weakness. The second thing that makes a great character are their needs. Now, every character has 2 types of needs, or they should if you're writing great characters. One of them is a psychological need. This is the kind of need that might create an immoral action on behalf of the character, something that might create tension, suspense. If we're going to look at the Iron Man example, his need, that is Tony Stark's need, is one to feel like he's doing something big. Maybe it's a need to feel adrenaline. Maybe it's a need to feel important. It's tied to that weakness of arrogance. And sometimes that leads to immoral actions. As we see at the beginning in Iron Man 1, he's doing bad things like creating weapons, selling them to various kinds of people. Over the course of his character arc, we see that need, the psychological need that creates immoral actions, it leads to actions and situations that push him towards becoming a different person. He tries to overcome that psychological need. But as I said, there are 2 types of needs that every character has. The second is a moral need. This moral need usually counteracts the psychological need. Tony's moral need is actually to follow the rules. This is where we get the whole tension in Captain America. Tony Stark, Iron Man, is following the rules. Captain America is trying to break them. That moral need of Tony Stark's to follow the rules is contrasting with his psychological need to chase that adrenaline, to feel like he's important, and it creates a very interesting 3-dimensional, empathetic character that we love seeing on screen. And if you're writing, you can do the same thing, and it makes a great character to read. So there you have it. 2 elements you can use to create amazing characters. The first is character weakness, the second is character need. If you like what I have to offer here, you should check out my courses. I go into this kind of stuff in way more depth. You can get that now by clicking on the link below.